I don't even think it was really a problem with overlapping cooldowns towards the end of it. It just seemed like Vigilance wasn't enough. Prey lined up all of his damage perfectly. Maybe he knew that he had enough damage to go through Vigilance, and that's why they set it up. So Joe would be the last line of defense. Now, obviously, SK Gaming have picked Runes of Lordran, and it's their favorite map against Rogue Mage Druid. They can just kite around the center tomb, and then when the Rogue Mage Druid needs to retreat to try and get mana back, they stack up in the room and cleave all of them apart.
They are going to be, of course, looking for Pariah to get a good opener here, being very, very patient. Joe Fernandez going to try to disrupt that opener. Most likely going to see him Bladestorm unless he gets cheap shot to try to break up that initial opener using Intimidating Shout and his Stormbolt.
Yeah, Pariah moving in here, he just goes straight for the cheap shot on Joe Fernandez and the kidney shot onto Swapsy. The Ironbark does come out. Botar gets caught into the Deep Freeze, into the Polymorph as well. Are they going to be able to force the Shamanistic Rage out of Swapsy as well? That Ironbark is about to wear off, and they do have the blind onto Botar that gets trinketed right away, but they're turning it around onto Healing Stat. That was a big chunk of damage that he had to deal with, and he's actually running for his life right now.
Yeah, Swapsy and Joe are going very aggressive on a Healing Stat. He's caught to the back. Skin is fading here. Joe is trying to finish him off. Swapsy needs to be able to reconnect. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to. Healing Stat trying to drag both of these melee DPS into the open at the moment to tee off for the next Deep Freeze, which is available. Skill cap to you. Just need to pull the trigger. They're actually going to make a swap over onto Botar. They drop the Smoke Bomb as well. He did pre-bear form. He's got Bark Skin up. He should be able to survive here. Vanish double eviscerate comes out from Prey. As long as Botar reacts appropriately, he should be able to make it out alive. He's going to Shadow Meld a little bit of incoming damage. Killing Spree comes out. Botar's not responding. Down at 23% HP. Prey trying to finish him off. The NS comes out. It barely does anything. Botar in full retreat, trying to displace back to the room. Joe Fernandez and Swapsy are going to keep him alive for a little bit longer, but that was a great expense of cooldowns.
Yeah, all he really has left is that Ironbark. He gets caught in a stun, but Raikou taking a lot of damage down to 40% HP. Healing Stat got to that Stormbolt. Raikou might have to be using his first block here. Still has 2 available if he needs it. Looks like he is going to catch a huge heal. Colossus Smash is going to fade, but still, Healing Stat having a really hard time keeping up. Swapsy getting kidney shot though. Botar into that full sheet. The Shamanistic Rage coming out from Swapsy at the moment is taking a lot of damage. Shaman Rage should be enough though. Botar most likely going to get out of the CC and able to top him off.
Yeah, Healing Stat still taking a lot of damage though. He does have to use that Bark Skin, and he's just trying to get out of there and trying to get away. The heals are coming out, but it's just so much damage now onto Pariah, down to 30% health there for just a second. The Feint is about to wear off. Do they have anything to penalize him for that? Does not look like they're going to. Just continually, this is what SK Gaming has done so many times, just switching targets back and forth, but now the Deep Freeze is coming out onto Botar. They could be in some trouble here on Swapsy. The Ironbark comes out, and the Ring of Frost onto Botar as well.
Yeah, the Vigilance actually came out from Joe there, which was very important. His trinket is now down. Both players still cross CC. Luckily, Botar did pre-shapeshift the incoming Ring of Frost, so he cannot be polymorphed at the moment. Ice Nova charge used there from Raikou, trying to maybe get some surprise burst onto Swapsy right now. Botar's not falling for it, and I think that skill cap to you realize the kill is lost. They need to peel for Healing Stat. He's caught into that full Stormbolt. He did pre-bear for him, but he's still taking a significant amount of pressure at the moment. He's going to Ironbark himself as he dips down to 46%. A swap now over onto Pariah into execute range, and SK Gaming are going to bring the game back in a surprise fashion. Prey not responding appropriately there.
Wow, you saw this replay, because I want to point out what SK Gaming is doing well. We know the RMD setup is that, deep poly setup, but what SK Gaming is doing nearly every time is they're getting a DPS to around half health and then making a tremendous Stormbolt swap onto the enemy team's Resto Druid. Out of that swap, they have options. They can continue to train, but if the Resto Druid ever escapes, they're more than willing to just turn their damage onto the next target, which is Pariah here. You can see Pariah, he's kind of dodging back and forth. He doesn't want to go too far in there because he knows it's really easy for them to swap right over to him. Joe Fernandez is Bladestorming there, cancels that Bladestorm, hits with that Arms War Execute, and Pariah just evaporates before his eyes. So